Hey all, 118 Set Shadow here. So there are a lot of items to cover for today, and especially a lot of buyouts that are happening with the BCS tournament coming up soon. In addition, we also have another addition to TCG Player in regards to the promos that are for this season of shop tournaments. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is Glistening Mood Michu, which is the newest form of Michu available from Sparkling Stars, our newest Divine set. I was talking about this back on my last market watch and how this was one to watch out for, especially for meta play, and because of the Yumi no Kesho Cup that starts this month, this deck is also a strong contender for that as well. Right now, it's down on listings when it comes to the triple rare at 6 listings, and the price is now up. It's base $9 and the market price is $5.75. And the silver rare, which is next in line, is a base of $14 right now, which is down from about $16.50, but it's got 9 listings on the market. If you want to pick up the LSR, which it's a very cutesy one with her riding a dolphin, it's almost $250 to pick that one up. And then you have the FFR available for $78 base and a market price of $94. Given that it is middle of the road between the LSR and the triple rare, the FFR might not see as much popularity, which is another issue in general with this set, is that most of the FFRs that are available also have LSRs, so when it comes to the boss unit FFRs, there's a high chance of them just overall losing a lot of value in favor of the LSRs. The next one to talk about is Michu's side unit, which is Star Song Prayer Nokno. Right now, the triple rare for this one has 10 listings available and is at $4 to start off with, while the silver rare is almost $13 to pick up. The LSR for this one is about $185. The market price on that one's a little higher though at $194.50, and right now the FFR is available for $56, which is right where the market price is. Some other cards to talk about with Sparkling Stars now in the fray. The first thing is Cooling Heart Yuika, which I talk about it so many times, but I've noticed that every single copy seems to have its base price and market price now solidly above $15. Well, the Festival Booster reprint's market price is the lowest, but it's still above $15.50, and on top of that, it's actually got the highest base price of $22 right now. There are still a fair amount of listings amongst all the copies, and the full art that you could get from the BSF tournaments is now a base of $19. Overall, watch it, because Yuika is played in a fair few different builds when it comes to the new Lyrical Monasterio decks. Not to mention, Loving Pink Friend set, which I talked about a week ago, also got bought out, and now it's over $30 to pick up the triple rare at this point. This card has been progressively increasing in value up to the release of Sparkling Stars, and even the silver rare is up to $40 for its base value. And this is the first time I've seen the FFR actually sold out. The market price on that one is $69.50-ish. But yeah, I've never seen the FFR actually sell out on this card yet. And there's no higher rarity than the FFR for this one, so it kind of makes sense. There's also the promo that you could pick up for the sneak preview, which is a foil version of Shocking Candy Orus, which is a critical trigger from Trick or Trick. It's just a vanilla crit, but even though it's not showing any data, there have been sales on this one, and they've been selling for around $4 a piece, maybe a little bit higher sometimes, but overall there's still a lot of copies available, so at $4 that doesn't seem bad at all, being a foil of one of the critical triggers that you could have. There's also today's Selfie Freedus, which is in an interesting position. The Silver Rare and the FFR are currently on buyout status, where there's only one copy available each, and their current listings are both significantly higher than their market prices. The silver rare is at $5, but a market price of $2, while the FFR is at $26, but a market price of almost $15.50. But the triple rare is still really cheap to pick up, and it's still got over 45 listings available. And even if we were to take a look, the amount sold is not too high, and even looking at the sales in more recent days, it's been selling, but it's not been selling at such a ridiculous pace of multiple sales per day, which is something you would expect, especially since Kyoka got new support in Sparkling Stars, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And ultimately, there's still consolidation around the 25-cent mark, so it's still very easy to pick this up if you're still trying to get into Kyoka. Knight of Abruptness Undercover, Dara. This is one of the bigger triple Rs to pick up from Dimensional Transcendence, DivineZ 3. And right now, pricing is still about the same as where it was at before, but listings are on the low end. 8 listings left on the triple rare at about $10 to start, and the silver rare's got 4 listings at $12 to start. The FFR is almost $75, but 5 listings on that one, and the market price is $69, so it is above in this case. I haven't looked at Idiosfaro in a while, so I was curious where listings have been ever since the second printing of Fated Clash. And right now, the Over Double R is at $20 for its base price and 7 listings. The original, the Over Triple R that comes from Festival 2023, is $25 to pick up with 5 listings and then a market price of $22. There's also the Springfest 2024 winter promo, which hasn't sold at all yet, and there's only 1 listing available at $800. With Set 4 coming a little bit later, taking a look at one of our Blitz options, Blitz Operator Troll is still really cheap to pick up from Fated Clash. 25 cents base price, 58 cents on the market price for the triple rare, and still 42 listings on that, so easy to pick up. Same with the silver rare at almost $2, and the FFR is also not too bad at $18 to pick up, which is a far cry from its market price of about $28. And here's the other big announcement. The new shop tournament promos are now available on TCG Player as listings, including one of the biggest ones, Blitz Sales Still. This one is a, what do you call it? It's a resource fodder card, which gives you energy or counterblast fodder, as well as serving as extra shield, and it also has the benefit of being a 13k booster as long as you use Wellstra. Right now, there's only 1 listing available for this one at $40, but again, we're just starting to see these come up, and most of the other listings don't even have any quantities at all, so just give it a few days and we should see more listings pop up. Atrocious Moth Girl Maple. We haven't talked about this one in a while. This is the dual nation that originated from set 5 as Stoichia Cater Sanctuary. They're still one of the more expensive tech cards that you can pick up. Not heavily expensive, but still more on the expensive side. Almost $9 to pick up the Triple Drive reprint, and $10 base right now for the original that comes out of set 5. And if you want the SP of this one, there are only 2 listings left on that, starting from $94. Of course, with Glitters getting new support in Divine Set 6, that could also contribute to the price futuristically, so if you don't have Maples, now might be a good time to get them if you're intending to play Tegrea. Because even if it doesn't get that much support, it's still a nice generic for Cater Sanctuary or Stoichia. Youthberg got a bit of support announced today from Bushiroad, so I wanted to take another look at Skyfall Arms' position. Overall, if you just want to go for the Triple Drive reprint or the original from set 6, they're not difficult to pick up. $2 to almost $3. But then if you want to pick up any of the higher rarity ones, you have the exclusive that came out of the deluxe set, which is over $20 to pick up. You have the regular SIR from Triple Drive, which is $47 right now. You also have the secret rare from the Triple Drive booster set at almost $460. There's also an FFR from set 6 at around $30.50. And then there's the DSR, which has dropped off since this deck kind of fell off, and now it's available for just under $200. Something that shot up, though, is Leonor, which I was calling this one out as well sometime back, where the thing about set 13 is that set 13's primary value has always seemed to be on the Stoichia side, especially since the announcement of Night Rose. Because with the announcement of Night Rose, and also with Zorga, we always saw, what's his face? I can never remember his name unless it's right in front of me. The Philander, I believe. The one that, the grade 1 unit. Between that and then the grade 3 Strider and then Leonor. Leonor has actually been seeing competitive play for some time, and now that we're in the BCS season, it's no surprise that it started to go up like this, because it was already winding down in listings from when I last talked about it. But set 13's real value is really on Stoichia, and now that Leonor is up in value like this, it really is that case. Market price is still $10 on this one, and as for, I'm pretty sure this hasn't actually sold at, I am dead wrong. We have seen $33 and $35 sales. Let me refresh this real quick. Okay, so there have been some changes here. So, doesn't really change that much though. $30 to $40 right now, and there are 3 listings on the market now. Yeah. Vivius is also getting some more support in DivineZ 4, so that's something else to watch out for. You've also got one of Leonor's bigger support cards, Rhythm of Joy Elntis, which is also from set 13. The double rare has 4 listings available from 150, and the FR is available with 8 listings from just above $4. You've also got Blitz Assistant Sortian, which is also out of set 13. The double rare is running low on listings, but the FR still got a lot of them and is cheaper to pick up right now, at least based on the lowest listing. I guess if we take a look in more detail, we go from $4 to $5 on the double R, and then $2 to $3 on the FR, but just 1 extra quantity in comparison, just looking at the first 3 listings. In any case, I'd look at the FR first and see if you can get some better value out of that. This one came as a surprise to me though. Tidal Assault got bought out and is now only at 1 listing available. $10 is the only listing with 6 copies. And when it comes to its recent sales, there were a lot of sales yesterday from $3 to $3.50, and someone did buy a copy for $10, though I don't know where that single $1.19 one came from. That just kind of came out of the blue there. And our last card for today is the FR of Hurry and Join Silverthorn Servants. It's kind of late, but with Lukier getting support in DivineZ 3, this card has been progressively seeing buys, and now we're down to 3 listings of it. The market price is currently in the $4 range, but it has sold more recently, all the way to $10. However, the last sale was $9.24 from the looks of it, so it has been several days since the last sale, and the only ones available though are still $10 plus to pick up. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.